Good evening, all. Welcome to our opening night. Our very own PSC Bobcats Rocket League team's first matchup against Bluefield University, the Rams. Tonight is opening night, ECAC's first round of bouts for the Rocket League teams. As always, we thank you for joining us and welcome you to the first round of the fall 2025 Rocket League season. We'd like to take a moment, shout out our sponsors and contributors to the team. First on the list is the Stewart's Dake family. Their contributions to fund our esports program and our wonderful lab we're currently sitting in. Next, we'd like to thank our drink sponsors, Advance.gg, for keeping us nice and refreshed. Use code BobcatsLive for 20% off your next order. For more information on that, you can go to the description. We'd also like to acknowledge Paul Smith College Athletics, specifically our athletic director, Zach Luzy. Thank you, Zach, for your contributions. Lastly, I'd like to thank Coach Stephanie Tziski and assistant coach Rachel Bars, or also known as Ray Bars, for their contribution to our esports program. With that all being said, let's learn a little bit about your Bobcats and their opponents. Starting up in tonight's Paul Smith's lineup, we are currently 0-0 on wins and losses. Our captain is a Diamond 2. She is a rookie, and her name is Lola, also known as DJ Nightfall. We have a sub, who is J Novak 6. He is a Diamond 2. He is a veteran. We have Atoll, who is a Gold 3 rookie, and his name is Jack. We have Gergs 27, who is a Diamond 2, a veteran, and his name is Luke. Taking up the field for Bluefield University, they are also starting out 0-0. Scowen is a Gold 1. Rapid 28 is a Diamond 1. Corty Fox is a Plat 1. I'll be keeping track of the goals, assists, and saves from all of our Bobcats tonight, and I'll be naming an MVP at the end of the night, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Right now, we're currently waiting on our Bobcats to get into their game. As I join up with them right now. As soon as they do join their game, we'll make sure to switch the screen over so you guys can see all that's going on. I'm going to be in your ear all night long talking to you guys, walking you through each play. Behind the commentator booth is Roger. Little fun fact about me, I used to play on this very Rocket League team. I played with a little bit of Luke and a lot of Jackson. Jackson and I were two very, very dedicated players to this team. About a year ago, we stopped playing together. Yeah, we were undefeated until we were beaten in the semifinals the last time the Rocket League team was actually active. So please feel free to drop your supportive chats and cheer these guys on as they are going to have a very interesting start to their season. Little side note as well, they are also in the room with me, so if you hear them, that is why, because they are right next to me. So we're gonna moving that around. They might already be in, so we're gonna check. They are already in, so we're a little late to the party. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and switch this right over. All right. So they're currently on attack right now. Lola is currently stuck in a rule, and that's why she's stuck there. And now she's knocked off. Lola is going to be attacking the ball here on the sidewall. Luke with a huge demo right there. Lola scores the first goal of the Bobcats season. With a pretty hefty assist there from Luke, might I add, with an insanely good time demo. Bobcats are up 1-0. Start of the kickoff here. Looks like we're going to get the better of Bluefield here. Cordy Fox going to put it in the air. Make a decent play on that. And Luke is going to miscalculate that just a little bit. We are now 1-1. All right, we're going to ride on board here with our captain for this kickoff. She's going to take this up the wall. Going to try and make a solo play on her own. Not going to pan out quite as well. Gary's going to play the ball here, right back to the center. They'll play it to our corner, where Jack does a little bit of his own clearing action. Takes out the captain. Gary's going to make a play on the ball. Bluefield's going to keep it in our end. Jack makes a play on the ball, rapid, immediately responds with a touch of his own. Lowell makes a play on the ball. Big save by Gergs right there. Big save by Jack right there. Bobcats are playing some incredible defense right now, but they gotta put the pressure on if they want to stay on top of this team. Should be a good center there for Lola. Rapid will clear. Rapid's still playing the ball here. Luke with a good possession touch. Back out to Luke. Bluefield's going to take possession here. Gergs with a huge shot blocked by Patrick. Gergs got pushed straight into that ball. Jack made a good, valiant play on that, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and they're going to miss. What a miss. Wow. What a huge block by Lola there at the last second. Having some boost issues here on the Paul Smith's Bobcat side as Lola takes it up the wall. It's going to come back to Brickenhall. Brickenhall misses. That's okay, though, because Luke's right there. Luke with a forwarding pass up the wall. He's going to play it off. Lola's there. Patrick's there, too. The bad bounce, not in the favor of Mr. Brickenhall. He's going to back up. Lola's going to attempt to make the play here. She's got it on the wall. She's got some time. Rolls out to a good 50 in her favor. She'll grab the 100 boost and rotate backwards. Jack's going to try and make a play here on the ball. Lola's going to win that 50 any day of the week, and Rapid's going to retake control of the ball. Cordy Fox makes a good play to keep that center out. Patrick's got possession of the ball now. Jack makes a good play on the wall there. 15 seconds on the clock, and your Paul Smith Bobcats are tied right now. Jack's going to go up in the air here. It's going to be a miss. Oh, and what a crazy goal scored in the last second there by Patrick. It's not quite over. They've got 3 seconds left on the clock. That's a decent amount of time for our Paul Smith Bobcats. Let's see who takes this face off here. It's going to be a 50. Cordy Fox is just going to play it. And your Paul Smith Bobcats are going to go down on game 1. So the tally at the end of this game, 2-1. Bluefield will take the very first game. Again, apologies, folks. It's my first time actually running this stream, so we missed a little bit of the first game, but we got all the action still. So 1 goal scored by Lola with an assist from Gergs. 2 saves from Jack, 1 save from Gerg. Your Paul Smith Bobcats are looking to bounce back. Sounds like the game plan here is going to be to work more as a team in this second half. If there's one thing I could say that I would like to see improvement on, is the Bobcats to work together a little bit more as opposed to trying to make the single plays. We definitely don't want to join in on the fun. I'm retired from Rocket League, so. And here we go, game 2. Paul Smith's line. They throw it down into Bluefield zone. Quarter Fox is going to take possession here. Gergs is going to hit it. He calls for it. Got a way popped up ball here. Gergs is going to go for it here. Just barely, narrowly misses that. Quarter Fox is going to play it to our own corner. With a good push right there by Lola. Rapid's going to keep it in our zone. Gergs responds. Gergs waits patiently for the touch. Can't say I wouldn't have done the same. A perfect center right out to Lola. She's going to chip it right off the backboard. Lola's currently kind of stuck down there. Jack's going to come up and make a play. That's a good play. Jack's going to stay with it here. Nope. He's going to turn around. It's a good rotate right there. Luke's currently without boost, so he's going to fall back and get some boost. Lola gets a nice bump right out to Jack. Jack fires it. Going to be off the crossbar. Off the backboard. That's a good hit by Luke right there to kind of center that. Rapid's going to take control of it, take it over to the wall. Rapid gets a huge demo on Lola right there. Brick Jack misses the ball just barely, but Luke got the clear. Luke gets the ball right back after Patrick done. He's going to leave it there. Patrick's going to take time, but Quarter's just going to take it right off his car. Jack with a good challenge right there, but he's not going to win it. Luke is trying to avoid a bump right now from Rapid. That was a smart play by Luke to stop the ball right there. Hole was right under it. Lola's calling for the ball here in the center, and it's not going to be enough. Rapid's up in the air, going to look to hit that out. Luke's going to look to stop it, but Rapid gets the better ball positioning, and Luke comes in and just cleans him right out. Brickenhall with a nice little pass up here. Patrick stops it. Gergs with a good defensive play here. Patrick is stuck, stranded, no man's land. Heavy pressure here by Bluefield. But it looks like it's not going to prevail. It looks like the Paul Smith Bobcats are having a few issues with boost conservation, but shouldn't be that big of a deal. Rapid's going to hit it up in the air to Patrick, who misses that one. Luke tries to get the flick going there, but no ailment. Nice little ceiling pinch there. Jack's going to stop that right in its tracks. Lola with a good 50 right there. She's going to hold on to it, do a 50. And that's going to go over Jack. And what a save by Gergs. Unfortunately, Quarter Fox is right there to catch the rebound. What an incredible initial save, though. I mean, almost had the squishy goal. That is very close. Lola's going to... Luke starts to kick off here. It's going to drop off of them. What a save by Lola right there. And Rapid's right there to tuck that back in. Bluefield seems to be playing with a bit more aggressive style than they did in the first game. A lot of these first games, you're kind of just feeling the other team out. You're seeing how they're going to play. And then your second and third and fourth games are when you're really going to turn up the heat into whatever strategy you choose to do. As Patrick chooses to play this off the back wall, the Rapid's going to miss that. Gergs is going to clear it. Gergs with one to beat, beats him over there. Meeting Patrick in the corner. Gergs almost gets one in there, but it's just a false center. Bobcats are playing incredibly passive here. Gergs on the defense. Gergs is going to go up, fake a play here, but I think he's going to actually dive for that one. Yes, and it's going to get played to our opposite corner where Lola's going to take possession here. Lola tried to play that down. We got a 3-on-1 here. Patrick gets a little greedy and ends up messing his teammate up more than he helps himself. Rapid tries to make a play out the wall, defended by Lola. Lola's going to leave that for Gergs here. Gergs is going to take it up the sidewall. Going to try and clear it to the other side. Smart play here. Gergs is going to play it off the wall. A little bit of a miscommunication from the Bobcats there on the double commit. Lola's going to jump up for it. Right out to Jack Brickenhall, where he plays it straight back to the corner. Lola's going to take another shot from the corner, and it's going to go right off the crossbar. Gerg's going to make a play here tries to get up above it, just doesn't get there. Patrick's got some control of this ball. He's going to play it straight to the corner there, where Lola's going to take it on. Gerg's making a good play there, keeping it out of the middle. Fox is playing it off the back wall here. Got a good chant of Jai. Good save by Gergs right there. Fox is going to play that. Lola's going to hit that right up to the center. With 9 seconds left on the clock, the Bobcats are going to need something of a miracle here to come back in this game. Good save by Lola right there at the last minute. She's going to clear it out. And that is going to bring an end to game 2. Bluefield is currently taking a commanding 2-0 lead. 4 saves for Gergs on the night. 5 saves for Mr. Brickenhall. Or sorry, 3 saves for Lola. So given my experience in this league, I will say that the first game is a lot of a feel out the other team. You're going to want to look to see how they play, who their star players are, and while I believe that our Paul Smith's Bobcats came into the game originally thinking Rapid 28 was going to be the big time scorer here, which he has been so far. Patrick, who is currently ranked Gold 1, has pulled off some pretty impressive plays. Some that I have not seen in a while from a goal. So I will say I'm definitely Gergs off the post and scores. What an opener. With an assist from Jack there as well. What a goal by Gergs right there. Pins it right off the post. We're going to ride with him right off of this on this kickoff. So he's going to try and get a touch right there. That was a great touch to Lola. He's going to kind of cross-field it over to Gergs. Gergs not able to touch due to Patrick's touch. Rapid's going to come in and play that to deny the cross. Jack's going to come up and play that now. Nice shot right on net. Patrick's going to have to answer that one. Lola's going to take possession here in the corner, try to make a play off of Patrick's ball, and it's not going to fail. Gerg's going to make a play on the ball right here. Nice block from him. Lola's going to come up, take possession of the ball. Fox is going to return. Lola's going to step up, make a play on the ball. Good 50 there. Somebody's going to have to touch it, though. Lola comes up with a pretty good save right there. We're just going to watch as Lola takes that to the corner. He's going up for it. What a clear by Patrick right there. Good jump by Gergs. Jack's watching Lola there. Comes in. Lola scores off the 50. Bobcats up 2-0. That was a good 50 there by Jack. And turns into a great hit by Lola. Things are starting to fall into place here for your Paul Smith's Bobcats. Lola wins that kickoff. Patrick's going to send it. Rapid's going to keep possession here in the corner. Lola's going to give some light pressure, and in comes Luke with the real pressure. Luke's going to take it up the sidewall here. Patrick's going to send it straight back off the crossbar and out. Fortunately for the Bobcats, they didn't have to deal with that one. Rapid's going to go up, make a hit on it. Play to the corner. Jack's up. Oh, and just an unfortunate bounce straight down in the corner, Fox. 2-1. Still your Paul Smith's Bobcats. So for those of you joining right now, currently in the series, Bluefield is up 2 games to nothing. However, in this game, we are up. Smith's Bobcats are up 2-1. 3 minutes to remain. Face-off goes to Gergs. Rapid makes a touch on the ceiling that kind of makes it awkward for Lola to grab, and Patrick's right there on top of it. Big pinch out there from the Bluefield, goes straight over the net. Gergs is going to take possession, coming over the middle. Somebody, Rapid, takes that right off of his car. Good defensive play by Lola right there. Quarterfox not able to hold on to that. Patrick plays it off the wall for Gergs. Gergs going to send that right down into their corner. Gergs going to try and make a play here to center, but he's going to back off as he senses the pressure. He's going to back up to that. Jack is currently heading back towards the net, so he's not going to be able to... Oh, no. Rapid with a goal from midfield. Jack with a bit of a mistimed roll right there. If I were him, I would have stayed on the ground just a little bit longer, but that's all right. We are all tied up here in Game 3. It's going to get played straight to almost Lola, but not quite. Lola's going to take this up the wall and attempt to center. Quarter's going to play it out. Rapid's touch is going to back Gergs up quite a bit here. He's going to go for the clear off the backboard. He's got pressure coming up, and he wins that 50. Patrick's right there to feed it right back up. Jack with a great clear. Jack with a bit of a light pressure here. Lola's going to turn around and make a play on this ball. That's going to bounce straight down almost. Lola's going to make a play on this ball, try to force it to the middle. Quarterfox with the answer there. Gerg's going to come take over. Awkward bounce off the corner, gives Patrick a good angle on it. Now Jack's just bounced it to Patrick as well. Rapid going up off the ceiling. They've decided it's time to get fancy. Patrick, nice save by Gergs. Low is taken over here. That's a nice shot, but not enough. Rapid's got an answer. Jack with a good touch. Almost gets there. What a save from Quarterfox there. Lola trying to make a play on the ball, but it seems Rapid's more interested in hitting her than the ball itself. Luke with a huge shot. Quarterfox with an equal save. Patrick's right there. Gergs is all over this ball right now. He's trying to make sure that he can get it out front to one of his Bobcat teammates as he gets demoed by Patrick. Breckenhall not quite on the ball there. Lola's coming up. Might have a shot. She scores! What a great pass to herself right there. Reads it absolutely perfectly. Patrick has no answer. What a shot. Lola puts the PSC Bobcats up by 1, 30 seconds remaining. We're going to follow Lola here on the kickoff. She's going to take it kind of slow. Gets about a 50-50, I'd say. We're right on here with Luke. As Jack makes a good defensive play, forcing him to make a move early. Gergs is going to have a one-on-one with Patrick. Smart play to back up there. Gergs going to play it off the wall. Jack almost scores. He's almost there. Bobcats are playing super defensive here. Going to try and make sure. Big save by Jack. All they got to do is get this ball on the ground, and they win the game. There we go. Paul Smith's Bobcats take Game 3, official series, 2-1. What a great game by the Bobcats there. A big bounce back. Lola, 3 goals on the night. Gergs chalking up his first goal. 2 assists from Jack. It's a big game for him right there. For saves, we got 4 saves on the night for Lola, 3 for Jack, and 5 for Gergs. If you guys can hear in the room, they are commenting on each other's heart rates. Heart rates are high. I'm probably the most relaxed person in here. That was a much, much better game out of the Paul Smiths Bobcats. A lot more teamwork, a lot better rotations, just overall a much better result for the Bobcats. Jack is going to go to the left on the kickoff here. It's going to bobble and go the way to Quarter Fox in our own corner. Gerg's going to make a good play on the ball, splitting them there. Lola up on the wall here. Good save from Quarter Fox. Luke attempts to make a play on the ball, and then he gets Brickenhall gets blocked by Fox and is not very happy about it. It's okay, because Lola's bombed it to their corner, attempts to get the read off of Rapid, but Rapid has a response. We're going to jump here to Luke in the corner, last man standing. He gets a touch on the ball. If he can get a good touch here, it's past Patrick, but Patrick says no. Good save by Jack right there, huge save. It seems that Bluefield has turned to the bully responsibility, and it feels like pushing the Bobcats around a little bit. Nice big save by Lola right there. It's going to send the ball towards half. Bobcats really feeling the pressure now. They need a clear, and looks like they're going to get it. Lola's going to dribble one-on-one. Oh, just slips off the car. Patrick's going to go up in the air. Lola's going to have plenty of time to read this and clear it. Big save by Lola right there. Quarter Fox is going to take it right to the same corner where Luke's going to stop that. Luke's going to back up just a little bit. Lola's going to grab the boost. And now Jack is on the ball, swapped out with Lola. Lola's going to take this. Quarter Fox is going to be up already. Jack gets a light touch on the ball. Gerg's going to try and make an awkward angle shot. Doesn't quite go his way. We're going to come back to Lola here. And a bounce to the corner. Luke's going to field. Jack's going to hit that, but not quite get it on net. He's going to stay on the ball. Not quite there. Gerg's going to play Rapid with the save. Another touch by Lola in the corner there. Patrick taking this all on his own here. But Luke was able to keep it in the corner. Jack's going to turn around and make a play on the ball with an assist from Lola. What better than a little tap from your captain? Jack decides to pass the love to Luke. Lola's there for the save. She's going to try and make a play, but Patrick's going to hit her at the last second. A nice little 50. Brickenhall is in the net. Gerg's on the wall. Lola's also in the net. Lola's going to make a play on that. She's going to go for that ball. Take the boost. That's a smart play right there, but she gets bumped. She's going to make a jump early on the ball. And now we're on to Luke, who's going to take possession in the corner. Nice, get a nice little flip. Doesn't quite land on his card just right. Lola's turned to the bully strategy as well as she's throwing her car around. She's going to throw it right back at Quarter Fox. She's going to give it right back to her. She just barely misses. Luke is also on bully time right now. He's ready to push somebody around. Jack's also playing into the bumps as well. We seem to be getting a little physical here. Gerg's one on three. Odds were not in his favor. Nice shot by Rapid right there, but it's not on net. Another shot by Patrick, also not on net. Lola's going to take possession of this ball. Good flick over right there, but it just rolls off the car. Luke with a big hit right there on the wall. Nobody's able to be there, though, for the answer. We're all tied up with 1 minute remaining here in Game 3. Gerg's going to be patient on Patrick's touch. Quarter Fox currently struggling with the ball a little bit. Luke's going to take possession. It's going to come out to Lola in the center of our zone. Lola's going to go up the wall, try to get it up the field. That's a pretty good hit, but it's not going to be on net. Gergs is up for it. He shoots, and Rapid with the save. All three of them are, for some reason, playing in the net. I've never seen that before, but Bluefield somehow finding a way to make it work. Gergs is up for it. Rapid's there. Patrick with a good clear. Lola's right there. Another touch from Gergs right there. Quarter Fox gonna miss. Patrick feeds it right back up the middle. We got 3 seconds left, and we are all tied up. Looking like it might go to overtime, and we are going to overtime. So game 4, overtime. Bobcats win this, they tie up the series. Bluefield wins this, they take a 2-game advantage. Lola's going to look for some light pressure there. Gergs is going to come in for the clear. Gergs with a decent attempt at a flick, but it does not roll off the card the way he wants it to. Lola's going to keep pushing it to the center. Nobody's in the middle right now. Jack looking like he's going to try and get this play off the wall. A decent hit there. Straight to Patrick. Patrick's going to play it up to midfield. Patrick's going to play it over midfield into our corner. Lola's going to play some defense on the wall right here. They got a clear right out the middle. Rapid not on top of it. Gerg's going to apply some pressure to Rapid here. 50s and wins that one. Patrick attempting to flip and hit it off the wall. Misses just barely. Nice play by Gergs right there. Lola's up off the corner. Jack hits the ball up and off the back wall there. Lola's got another shot. Takes it just wide. Jack's looking to apply some pressure here. Lola's going to come in and take that ball. Lola's going to try and center it here. That's a decent center attempt, but not enough from Gergs. Jack attempts to go for it. Just barely can't get enough on it. Rapid's going to take possession here from the middle. He just pressured, and Patrick is going to take it. Bobcats are going to go down 3-1 in the series. Have no fear, folks. The Bobcats do have an opportunity to come back. This game series is played out of 7, so first to 4 will win it. Bobcats are now 3-1 on this game, with game 4 going into overtime. We've got 3 saves from Lola and 1 save for Jack. It's a pretty evenly matched game. They were going pretty close for each other there, but I still think the Bobcats can pull this series out. They've got to stay determined. They got to make sure they're using each other, talking to each other. Their strategy wasn't terrible that game. Just a couple of things didn't fall their way, and honestly, some shots that probably should have been goals, but just barely missed out. So what we're going to look to see here is some more team play, and hopefully we'll see our Bobcats come back. I have no doubt. All right, Gerg's going to take this face off against Rapid, and it's about a 50-50 there. Patrick's going to take possession up here on the wall and get a decent hit off. Lola's going to be up there to stuff that right back down. Try to get the second hit off of Rapid, not playing. Port Fox takes a shot, hits it off the back wall. Gerg's now applying some of what we call phantom pressure to the ball. Being there, but not really doing a whole lot. Gergs is going to play up on that as he's the only one with boost. Lola's going to fall to a demo. Jack with the clear. Patrick's going to make a play on the ball and hit it off the back wall there. Rapid's going to be right there. Lola is right there to block that. Fox and Patrick going to pop it to the middle. Gergs is right there for the answer. That's going to bounce out in his favor. Good shot. Just Quarter Fox being there. Jack is up in the air. Just barely misses off on that. Gergs and Lola playing some defense right now. Giving this the goal up for Rapid. Bluefield opens the scoring 1-0. Game 5, sorry. It was game 5. All right. takes the face off. It's going to play out well for Rapid here. Gergs is going to take possession of the net. Brickenhall's going to apply some pressure. In a bit of an awkward situation, Luke was. However, Lola's got the ball. Nice fake right there. Wide open net. Lola scores. What a fake. Wow. Wow. That might be one of the grossest fakes I think I've ever seen in ECAC play. That was incredible. Lola's going to take that face off. It's going to go backwards to Jack. Jack's going to play across field. He's going to keep on. Gergs and Lola with a little bit of a double commit, but it's not that bad. Patrick misses that. Gergs with a big save right there. Brickenhall's going to stay in the net. Lola and Gergs looking to go to work here on some offense. And pops. Lola's got that ball all day long. That's a big hit right there from Gergs. And an even bigger play from Lola. Bobcats up 2-1. That kickoff is going to be slipped back to Lola. Lola's going to take control up the sidewall here. Patrick's right there to answer. Gergs right back. It's going to be played to our corner where Brickenhall is going to make a small touch on that. Clear out from Gergs. Jack's right there and not enough. Quarter Fox 2-2 tie up. Bit of a miscommunication there from the Bobcats. 2 people jumping. That happens. Pressure of the game. Jack's going to take this kickoff. Straight down the chute, and Lola's right there. Good shot from Lola right there, but Patrick is all over that. Gergs tries an off-the-wall hit, does not work out. Jack tried to make a play on that as well and is not able to. Lola's up in the air for that. Good rebound control, sends it into a place that's kind of hard to take another shot from. Was going to leave that for Gergs. Gergs 2 on 1, not enough. Jack's going to make a play on that, keep that in their corner. Quarter Fox going to bounce right out to Lola. Lola with the shot. Patrick says no. Jack went for it. Lola got bumped. Gergs is kind of stuck in an uncomfortable position here. Makes a nice play on it. If he can just get a light touch. What a play by Gergs off the crossbar. Unfortunate. Lola's going to take possession here in our corner with some light pressure from Patrick. Bounces that over Patrick and over Rapid. Takes it straight to the house. Lola scores. Putting your Paul Smith's Bobcats up 2-3 or 3-2. Lola is currently going off all 3 goals. Fortunately, just barely misses out on that 100 boost pad there. Now she's going to go up and play it. Jack just barely misses. Now it's Gerg's turn. Gergs fires a shot. Patrick says no. Looks like Patrick's going to take some possession here. Jack's going to apply some pressure. Good pressure on the ball. Sends it to their corner. Rapid's got control of it now off the ceiling. Going to go for a ground pinch. Does not pan out. Rapid thinks Jack needs a little bit of help getting back to our net. Big shot from Gergs. Quarter Fox cannot save. Goal scored by Gergs. From our own half. Really just lobbed that up there. And Gergs says, I don't miss those. Put those right in the center of the net. Looks like Lola's going to take that face off. Going to go to our corner. Jack is right there to send it right back down to their end. I like that play a lot. Gergs unfortunately demoed by Rapid. In comes Patrick. Not enough for Lola. She's already there. Jack on top of that ball, but it's sent straight back. Gergs going to stay on top of this ball. Give Rapid no time. Almost scores it right off of there. Rapid just happened to be just in the right spot. Light pressure applied to Lola here. She's going to play it to the corner. Smart, safe play. Luke's Luke's going to come in, hit the ball. Rapid's going to get a weird bounce right off of his car. Luke's going to look to play that to the middle to Lola. They hit each other. Lola scores! Bringing your Paul Smith's Bobcats to a commanding 5-2 lead. Now that right there is unfortunate. Unfortunate for Bluefield. Great for the Paul Smith's Bobcats. Lola gets a good pop off there. Rapid's going to look to shoot. Light bump there from Lola and Luke. Not a big deal. Patrick is demoed by Gergs. Rapid's going to play this to the corner. Look to get a second touch. Not quite. Lola's right there on top of the ball. They're going to send it all the way down. Gergs is going to apply some pressure here. He's going up the wall. Mr. Brickenhall's out front. He's going to miss just barely. Lola's there for the answer, sends it back down in the corner, looking for a last-second goal, and it's not going to go. Whole series, 3-2. Paul Smith takes Game 5. Bobcats looking a lot more promising after that. Lola doubled down on her goals on the night almost instantly. She's up to 7. All right. So far, it seems like the Bobcats' game plan. Oh, I feel bad. I was the only reason they were waiting. So I feel like the Bobcats' game plan here, I can see it pretty well. They're going to have Gergs and Lola on more of an offensive approach and have Jack at 9, or Jack, all the way towards the back. And it's working pretty well for them. You know, usually in a threes rotation, you'll have that. A player that kind of sits a little bit farther back. Good play by Lola there. Pinches to the corner. Rapids up for it. Lola is looking to send it to their end, and she does. Just barely misses out on that boost pad there. She really needed that, but Gergs is up. Decent shot on net. It's just going to come off the post. Jack's going to take a shot on net. Not quite there. Luke's going to look to send it back down. He's in a pretty good spot for a 2 there. Just not enough boost to get it done. Jack and Lola went through there. So it's all on Luke here. Patrick trying to make a play here. Gets a loft to the middle. Rapid is going to tuck that one in the corner. 1-0 Bluefield. Just the lightest little pop is all it took right there. Gergs is going to take this face off. Looking like he's going to try and slip it behind. Doesn't quite go that way. Some light pressure from Jack there. Going to send Lola into a kind of an awkward spot, and Patrick's going to put that one in. 2-0 Bluefield. Patrick makes a decent play on that. Gergs went for the shot, not quite there. Lola's got free reign on the net. Quarter Fox is there. Jack's going to go up, try to make a play on that ball. Lola's going to be right there, and it's going to see it sent over her head straight back to Luke. Luke doing some aerobatics the wrong time. Lola's got control of it on the wall. Tries to get a hit off the wall, not quite following her way. Jack's going to be right there. Oh, Patrick just barely squeezed it in between him and the post. 3-0 Bluefield. This one's going to go the way of the Bobcats. Lola's up on the pressure. Patrick able to just barely get it by her. Gergs with a nice soft touch right there. He's going to take this up the wall. Not a whole lot of boost to play with here, so we'll have to see. Corner almost gets there. He gets that corner boost. we're back on Jack. Lola trying to apply some pressure to the ball. Good pinch by Jack right there. Gergs comes in to try and finish. Not quite there. Lola got bumped at a very unfortunate time, and all the two Bobcats made contact. Patrick with a shot just over half field. Not quite looking our way, but I have faith. We'll be just fine. Gergs on the play. Straight to Lola. Rapid says no. Lola trying to make a play off the wall here. Gerg's already up, but no from Patrick as well. Falls back on Jack. Patrick's going to make another touch on the ball. Gerg's got plenty of time here to get turned around. Lola is also right there. Lola's going to force some pressure on the ball. Not quite falling her way. Rapid up in the air. Rapid's got no answer. Gerg's back up on the wall. He's set pretty well for this. Oh, tried to go for a flip reset. Almost worked. Almost bounced it straight over Patrick. Patrick stuck. Good 50 there by Lola. Puts it right in their corner. Tries to go for it again. Luke doesn't know what the boost situation is on the other side. Not sure when to go. Lofter, rapid, save. With a good keep there by Jack. Luke gets bumped into the 100 pad. Patrick looks to just kind of be sitting on that pad, waiting for it to go up. Good demo there by Luke, but Lola is there to keep it in the corner. Oh, Patrick with a nice dribble there, but it wasn't quite on the net. Lola tried to take possession. Not quite working out. Another shot from Lola there, blocked by Quarter Fox. Patrick's going to take possession right there on the wall. He's going to miss. Jack is all over that ball. Rapid's going to play it off the wall. Off the ceiling. Lola's going to have to back up to her own net. Big save by Lola right there. Gerg's going to play this up off the wall here. He's going to have some time. Quarter Fox taken out by Luke. Rapid's going to come out to clear it. Lola and Rapid doing battle in the corner. Rapid loses and comes and bumps Jack. Jack's going to look to make a play on the ball, get it out of the corner. Not quite. Bluefield is dominating this half. Paul Smith needs to find an answer, and they need to find one quick. Gergs with a hit up the sidewall. Rapid's going to send it back down. They got Patrick right there. Big save from Lola. Oof. Nice shot from Gergs. Not quite there. Good pass from Lola out to Gergs, and they get one. 5 seconds left. That's a good pass from Lola right there to Gergs. Up the wall there. And that is going to conclude tonight our Rocket League game against Bluefield University. Bluefield will take this one, start out their season 1-0 with a 4-1 or 4-2 series. Not the result we wanted, but I'm sure our Bobcats will bounce back next week. Thank you for those who tuned in tonight. Have a good night. Thank you for coming out.